What's going on, NBA fanatics? This is your friendly neighborhood Memphis Grizzlies, home of Memphis X, and I talk hoops. Today, I am talking about Ja Morant being officially suspended by the NBA. But first, every hero needs their theme music.
Piano.
Grizz gang, go hard. Baddest in the game, we be on one. I talk hoops, so secure. All up on the court, but we gon' score. Memphis bringing heat straight from Tennessee. Ja Morant spiking, let's go, boy. He that MVP.
This is Memphis X with iTalkHoops. While you are here, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell to be notified every time I drop a video. I have a goal to reach 3,000 subscribers by the playoffs, and I'm going to need your help to get there. Thank you. So earlier today, the NBA announced that officially Ja Morant had been suspended 8 games without pay for contract detrimental to the league. Ja Morant has been in a counseling program in Florida for about the last 2 weeks or so. Well, since the incident, I believe, with the gun in Denver. And a few days ago, he was called to New York by Adam Silver to kiss the ring, I guess, so to speak, or for what some other people are calling to, work on the rewrite of the NBA script and get his redemption agenda arc in the rewrite. But yes, Ja Morant has been officially suspended for 8 games. That includes the games that he has already missed. So he will be back soon, I think, the end of this month. He is out at least through the 20th. And then he has to do a short ramp up, of course, since he hasn't been playing basketball during his stay at the counseling program. And I think that should give him just enough games to be eligible or to get an impression for his all-NBA chances if he comes back and performs well. Of course, the Grizzlies need to hold it together until then. And he can, of course, make it back. Let's listen to this statement by the league, or I'll read this statement by the league. Ja's conduct was irresponsible, reckless, and potentially very dangerous, said Silver in a statement. It also has serious consequences given his enormous following and influence, particularly among young fans who look up to him. He has expressed sincere contrition and remorse for his behavior. Ja has also made it clear to me that he has learned from his incident and that he understands his obligations and responsibility to the Memphis Grizzlies and the broader NBA community extended well beyond his play on the court. Now, that is the statement, and of course the league had said based on the information obtained during this investigation, Ja did not bring the gun that was in the video with him into the nightclub. He did not have the gun while the team was traveling or in any NBA facility, and the Colorado authorities did not find sufficient cause to charge Ja with a crime. He is trying to get help dealing with his stress and anxiety. Like I said, this is something that's going to be ongoing. I expect the counseling. It's 2023, and everybody knows you got virtual counseling now. So I guess that he will have some other steps, continuation, and I expect him. I would not be shocked for him to go into another program this off season for counseling. But yeah, it's like, Ja Morant has a lot of things going on. Of course, he has the All-NBA. He needs to get for $37 million extra on his contract. He has his shoes coming out in April. The Powerade campaign that has been suspended officially. He has a lot going on, so it's a lot on the line. And, that is not even including the team goals where, the Grizzlies still hope to make the Western Conference Finals or the second round at least, and the the Western Conference Finals, hopefully. So there's a lot on the line the rest of the season for Ja Morant and the NBA. And Ja Morant being one of the faces of the league, I think that this is probably one of the more heavy-handed, and I know it doesn't seem like it, but if we take a step back and look at the overall total of what Ja Morant has done, we can file it basically under a lot of stupidity. A lot of stupidity. Sorry about that. We can file it under a lot of stupidity instead of a lot of criminality. I mean, he did a lot of stupid stuff in a short amount of time. A lot of stupid stuff. And it's good that the NBA wants him to be the face of the league. That is no doubt. And they need to get him in check and correct it and get him on the right path. And some people might scoff at this and might laugh at this and might poo-poo at the punishment. But 8 games without pay is pretty significant for an NBA player. That's 10% of his pay gone. I think that's like $1.5 million or something like that. Potentially another $37 million gone. That's the Poway commercial suspended. We're looking at that little 1, 2, 3 second blip maybe costing him $40 million. So, hey, it's a very significant punishment, I think, in my opinion. So we're going to see how Ja reacts coming back. Of course, he has an interview tonight on ESPN. The Grizzlies play tonight at 6:30. So we're going to see exactly how this plays out for the long term. But for me personally, I'm going to tell you behind the scenes, personally for me, I thought Ja was going to crash out. I am glad he did something significant enough that the warning signs went up before he did something significant enough that they couldn't get, it was too late to get him help. These are things, when you see somebody that young with that many, resources, that much fame and all this, and you see them spiraling out of control, for me, it was to the point where I thought that maybe it was best for the Grizzlies. And this is before the gun incident now. This is before the gun incident. This is all the totality of things that had happened. I said, man, it probably would be best for the Grizzlies to move on from Ja Morant this offseason before the significant event happens. And I think that as Grizz fans, we got lucky that something like this gun incident happened and Ja Morant did not get involved in anything more serious, more criminal, and somebody didn't get hurt, including himself, to the point where not only was his brand damaged or his image damaged, but his career was damaged. And I would say it's unfortunate that this had to happen this way, but it's probably fortunate for his long-term, mental health and his career that this happened like this, and he was able to be put in the spotlight, and he can take his mental health more serious, and the people around him, including his family, because you guys know that with family, he's the breadwinner now. He's 23 years old, man. He's the breadwinner, regardless of how you want to say it. He's the head of the family. He is the top dog. So people might be reluctant to tell him things. People might be reluctant, to even notice that he was spiraling out of control, because not only is Ja dealing with this fame and money for the first time, everyone in his family is dealing with this fame and money for the first time. So it's not just affecting Ja Morant. it's affecting Ja Morant, his family, and his friends. So, guys, hopefully send positive vibes out to Ja Morant, and hopefully he can get things together, and we can start seeing, we can see him play with that genuine joy that he came into the league with and get past all of this BS. Peace.